They are not soldiers from a hostile nation. They didn't arrive with weapons or flags, but they are invading America's land, water, and skies, and they're winning. What if I told you that the most dangerous enemies to America is not another nation or terrorist group, but invasive animals and bugs, causing real death and billions in destructions? In this video, we're uncovering a silent war, one that's been going on for decades. From snakes that are swallowing entire deer to dog-sized rats that collapse roads by digging tunnels under the roads. These invaders are taking over. It's happening in our backyards, our lakes, our farms. Today, we're counting down the top 10 invasive species taking over America, and you're about to see just how bad things really are. Wait till you see number 1. An invader who is here for almost 100 years and causing $6 billion in damages annually. Number 10, the Burmese python. Let's start in the Florida Everglades. Picture this, a massive 18-foot snake silently gliding through the water, coiled with muscle, ready to swallow anything that crosses its path. That's the Burmese python, native to Southeast Asia but now terrorizing southern Florida. These pythons were originally brought in as exotic pets, but when they got too big, owners let them go. Now they've multiplied by the tens of thousands. The Everglades, once full of raccoons, rabbits, and foxes, has seen a population crash of up to 99% for some species. And get this, they've even eaten full-grown deer and alligators. Yes, alligators. Beyond the loss of wildlife, these apex predators are causing imbalances that ripple through the food web, affecting birds, fish, and even plant growth. With natural predators virtually non-existent, the Burmese python reigns unchecked. Number 9, Asian carp. What could be better than a sport that combines water skis, a football helmet, and a padded life jacket? Throw in a fishing net and a floating basketball hoop and you're ready to go scarping. The goal is to throw as many fish into the basket while getting towed behind a boat. Now this is a sport that's clearly born out of an abundance of Asian carp jumping over in the rivers of the Midwest. Asian carp were brought in to clean up algae and catfish farms. But they escaped during floods, and now they dominate the Mississippi River basin. They're aggressive, overeat, and outcompete native fish. Even worse, they jump, like 10 feet out of the water kind of jump. Boaters have been injured, even knocked out by these fish torpedoes, and some even suffered concussion. And scientists are terrified they'll get into the Great Lakes, where they'd obliterate local fishing industries worth billions. Number 8, emerald ash borer. This tiny green bug, about the size of a penny, has killed over 100 million ash trees in the US alone. You might not see them, but they're eating America from the inside out. Larvae burrow under tree bark to feed and grow, cutting off nutrient flow to the tree. Within 3 to 5 years, an ash tree dies. Cities across the Midwest have had to cut down thousands of trees, turning shady streets into ghostly stumps. These beetles arrived in wooden shipping pallets from Asia in the early 2000s, and the cost of dealing with them? Estimated at $10 billion by 2025. The consequences extend beyond tree loss. Tree loss weakens soil stability and elevated risks of flooding and erosion. Number 7, nutria. Imagine a rat the size of a small dog. So destructive, indirectly cause of many human life. Meet the nutria, a semi-aquatic rodent originally brought from South America for fur farming. Now found in Louisiana and beyond, these guys dig massive burrows that erode levees, destroy wetlands, and damage irrigation systems. They eat 25% of their body weight every day and destroy up to 10 times more vegetation than they consume. It's like nature's bulldozer on crack. Nutria has turned vibrant wetlands, essential Mother Nature's buffers against hurricanes and floods, into barren, sinking land, leading to increased effects of these storms and floods. Their tunnels also collapse roads, embankments, and even house foundations. Number 6, northern snakehead. What if a fish could walk on land and breathe air? Meet the northern snakehead, a predator native to Asia that's made its way into American waterways. Snakeheads can survive out of water for days, slither across land to find new habitats, and they eat everything in sight: fish, frogs, even small birds. Once introduced to a pond or river, snakeheads quickly take over. They have no natural predators in the US and can lay up to 100,000 eggs a year. Their aggressive behavior and appetite disrupt native ecosystems and decimate local fish populations. They're so dangerous that in many states, it's illegal to own or transport one, and if you catch one, you're required to kill it. Number 5. Feral hogs. Wild boars meets domestic pigs and boom, you get feral hogs. These aren't your average pigs. They're fast, smart, aggressive, and breed faster than rabbits. An estimated 6 million now roam 35-plus states, causing more than $2.5 billion in damage each year. They tear up crops, destroy natural habitats, and attack livestock. Farmers wake up to fields that look like they've been rototilled by nature's wrecking ball. And yes, they've even charged at people. They contaminate water sources, spread diseases like brucellosis and pseudorabies, and even increase erosion by rooting up soil across vast areas. Number 4. Zebra mussels. These tiny mollusks hitched a ride in ballast water from European ships and entered the Great Lakes in the 1980s. Since then, they've spread like wildfire. Each one can filter 1 liter of water per day, stripping nutrients and outcompeting native species. They clog water pipes, ruin boats, and cost utilities and industries over $1 billion annually in maintenance. And when they die in huge numbers, the shorelines reek of rot and decay. Zebra mussels attach to anything solid, including native mussels, killing them off. They reduce fish populations and change water chemistry, destabilizing entire lake ecosystems. Number 3. European starling. Ever seen those huge clouds of birds that swirl in the sky like smoke? That's often starlings. No, not Elon Musk's Starling. These birds are introduced to the US by a group of Shakespeare fans who wanted every bird from his plays to live in America. Yeah, seriously. Fast forward, and we now have 200 million starlings. They destroy crops, displace native birds, and their droppings spread disease. Plus, they're a major hazard at airports, linked to plane engine failures and bird strikes. Large starling roosts can damage infrastructure with acidic droppings, corrode buildings, contaminate feedlots, and contribute to the spread of E. coli and salmonella in water supplies. Number 2. Cane toads. Australia gets the spotlight for cane toads, but Florida has a growing problem too. These toxic toads were brought in to control pests, but ended up being the pests. They secrete poison from their backs, killing pets and predators alike. Dogs often try to bite them and end up foaming at the mouth, seizing or worse. They're also outcompeting native frogs, turning ecosystems into war zones. The poison also harms native carnivores like snakes and raccoons that haven't evolved to handle it, causing local extinction events in small ecosystems. Number 1. Fire ants. I know what you are thinking. Fire ants are not invasive. They are native to America. No, you are wrong. Fire ants are invasive because they are here for almost 100 years. Most of us forget that they are an invasive species. We know that these ants sting in swarms, causing intense pain and allergic reactions. But did you know they damage electrical equipment? Fire ants are the leading cause of traffic light outage in Texas, where the ants cause over $100 million in damages, invade homes, and ruin crops. Since arriving in the 1930s from South America, fire ants have spread across the southern U.S. and cost us over $6 billion each year in damage and medical bills. They chew through insulation and wiring, leading to short circuits and equipment failure. Their aggressive colonization crowds out native ants and ground-nesting animals, disrupting ecosystems from the ground up. So what makes invasive species so unstoppable in the U.S.? First, they have no natural predators here. In their home countries, something keeps them in check. But here, nothing stands in their way. Second, they reproduce fast, faster than native species can compete with. That gives them the edge every time. Third, the climate and environment in many parts of the U.S. are perfect. Rich soil, long growing seasons, warm temperatures, wide open habitats, it's paradise for invaders. And finally, human activity opens the door. Through shipping, global trade, the pet industry, or even intentional release, we've helped them spread. Some of these battles with invasive species are already lost. Entire species have vanished. Ecosystems have flipped. Lakes, forests, and farmland have changed forever. You might not see it walking through your neighborhood, but make no mistake, the war is happening. Underground, underwater, and in the skies above. This isn't just a nature problem, it's a national emergency hidden in plain sight. Invasive species are one of the biggest environmental threats America faces today, and they didn't sneak in overnight. Many were invited, others hitched a ride. But now they're here, and they're changing the land we thought we knew. From pythons to pigs, beetles to birds, they're all part of a war we didn't expect, but one we can't afford to ignore.